Hello, good day guys. This video is quite blurry from this very camera here. This is a Peugeot 2406. The customer complaint here is that the car will shut off. It will just ride stop and it will shut down. When he wants to start it again, it will start right back up. So we want to scan it and see exactly what the problem could be. If you are facing this very problem, then hopefully this video should be able to help you to resolve it if you watch the video from beginning to the end without skipping a part. So let me flip the camera the other way around. Peugeot don't play sometimes along with every other car. So the first thing you want to look out for here is where is the OBD scan port. If you go through under here, you're not going to find it. So it's gonna be here, but you shouldn't expect that when you meet 307 you see it here, or 407. So there are different locations, so you want to find it for your different car make and model or tools. So here, this is where this one is. So remove it right here and boom. So I'm gonna connect it right now. Okay, it responded, so which means the OBD port is getting 12 volts power. I want to go to my car here. I have Peugeot here. I want to go ahead and put the ignition on so that I can get a feedback from the ECM. Okay, for most with this virus scanner here, you want to keep this connected to the internet to be able to work effectively. Okay, so I want to do automatic detection. Let's see if it's going to detect it. If this is 2006, then it should be able to detect it. If it is 2004, it should be able to detect it. So we're seeing the stop right here. We're about to discover why this very problem is plaguing this very car here. And this is automatic transmission. This is quite rare for 406 that I've been coming across. So he's still trying to detect it, and let's see what exactly could be the problem. Okay, failed to read the VIN, so which means we are going to go through the manual process. And right now I don't seem to figure out exactly where I have to go through the chassis number to find it, but which is somewhere here. You guys can see right that small hole right there. But let me see if I can be able to find it through the manual method. Let me go through the manual method and go 406. Okay, this is not coupe R, this is not R, so it should be 406. System selection, let me go. Okay, now I want to do a full system check so we can take a look at the entire problem at the same time. We'll do automatic system scan, and we'll leave it to scan it and see what it's gonna come up with. I'm expecting it to show some topology, procedures, module by module, but if it doesn't, then I have to go and do a system selection. Well, that is not sounding like a living site is making delays. Is making delays. Really making delays, but we're along for the ride. We're gonna wait for it. Okay, here we go. Okay, it only shows 3 systems. We got a gearbox, an ECU, and it's having 2 error code there. That's good. So I'm gonna start from there, and it's scanning the ABS/ESP. I'm gonna talk about this on another episode. There is actually a difference between ABS and ESP, but a lot of people confuse it to be the same. So I'm gonna be talking about it now. The ABS and ESP is not responding. That's interesting. Now let's go to the other guy and diagnose it and see exactly what is happening. Okay, so we'll read error code. Okay, here we go. We're having definitely it's gotta be P0 P021 and P008, and it's a permanent. Please refer to maintenance to be able to decode exactly what that P0021 really means, and it's coming from the ECU gearbox. Now let me go back. I wanna do something here. I wanna go back. Remember we did a full system scan, so as it is, let me do a system selection. Let's see where that error code is coming from. It has to be specific. This is okay. It's impossible to communicate with the engine electronics. That is like, maybe that's where the problem is coming from. It's not communicating. Do it again. It's not communicating. So it's not communicating. So let's check the gearbox ECU where it's communicating. Okay, so this is the only system that's communicating here. Let's go back and check through the ABS and see if it's gonna communicate. In my next video, I'm gonna do top reasons why Peugeot does put up stop. I think stop is like a limp mode or something. It's still scanning, still trying to load. Okay, trying to communicating. Let it just communicate. Let me know if the ABS is in good condition and if the ESP is in very good condition. So it can provide us with the right information we can use to know exactly where the problem is coming from. It failed to communicate. So at this very junction here, we got a problem. Let me try to start this car and let's see. Now it starts. There is a check engine light. However, the engine electronics is not communicating. I want to try it now with the engine on. It's supposed to communicate. It's not communicating. So possibly, what is going on? Maybe the ECU have a different opinion entirely. So this is weird. Without the ECU communicating, we will not be able to find out exactly what the problem is. I'm going to make a check issues na motor. I'm going to make a check issues na motor.
What is it?
Yeah, good morning, Chief. How far? So what we're going to be doing here is going to need my subordinate to come and check the fuses, because right now it's only the ECU that is communicating. Now let's look up that very error code there. Let's look up that very error code that the ECM is the TCM is talking about, and also that is P0021. P0021. This very system here have no code lookup. Unlike my previous scanner, it can do a code lookup without going to internet. That's one of a very good feature which that Chinese stuff they have. So let's see P001. That's like it seemed to me like that is a variable valve timing problem. And also in that regard, again, it has the check, can be able to just look up code straight off to internet. Okay, you see right there, valve timing. Let's see, 406. Okay, it's VVT. So it's a VVT problem that's actually making this car to shut off. That's number one. So we got number one. Now we'll go to number two. P0082 I think that is also maybe O2 sensor or something. Maybe. Let me check. 82. Let's just remove one. Okay. Now I'm gonna hit search. Okay. So it's still a VVT problem, a solenoid control valve problem. That's having this issue that is making this car to shut off. It will right stop, and of a sudden it will shut the car down because the response is getting there is not good one. Over retarded timing. That is what is going on with this very car here. So okay guys, now we've identified what the problem is. I hope you guys find this very helpful. That took Koda Ugo Sireba home. I'm not going from this man before. What you have? I'm then on your remote. I met you a quitchery on going and can scan the trunk. I met you as an arrow here. Very by me. Koro Governor.
Many places. I saw what you could in here.